Hello, my name is Mary Grace, CEO of The Messy Healer, and if you have been following me for a moment, then you know how passionate I am about you living full out. You living a life that you designed, that you are passionate about, that you want to create action in, and that you love being a part of. So today, I want to dive in a little bit more about how you are creating that action. Because sometimes automatically our minds go to just what we don't like, and we don't always see the roads that can open us up to more possibilities for what we do and what we can create from. But I want to show you that the contrast between what you like and what you don't is just as vital. If you only have a list of what's not working, that's still information that can help you. And I'm going to show you how. So sometimes our decisiveness kicks in a lot more with the no's than it does with the yes. When you think yes, it could be, okay, yeah, that felt nice. It could be, I like that. I like that a lot. I would do it again. Or it could be, I loved it. But with no's, it's like, nope, didn't work. No, thank you. Didn't like that. So I want, and I love decisiveness. So I want to support you in using the decisiveness wherever it shows up in your life to give you more feedback on what you can create for yourself from it. And just to be clear, when I say what you can create for yourself from it, I mean more experiences, different relationships, different businesses, like you get to create so much from what you know. And that's what I want to support you in doing. So think about it. Look at the area where there's a no that's showing up, where you're really clear that this is something you're not liking. Likely you've been thinking about this no. So maybe it's that you've been experiencing more anxiety. Maybe it's that you've been going out a lot and there's just not been some peace. Maybe you're acting into old patterns and you know in your mind that you want to create a new one. So just kind of sort through, what's that inflamed area in your life? What is that no? What is that frustration, that pain? Could also be a separation. I'm here and I want to be here. The Messy Healer really helps with that separation because it's messy and then healing. Because where you are and what you want, there's sometimes such a gap that it can be really messy kind of navigating that space across into where you want to be. But don't worry, you're going to get there. So I hope you landed on that one thing that is inflamed for you, that one thing that's kind of poked out. This is something I don't like. Write it out. Give claim to it. Now, I do want to say that this is here for a reason, whatever this experience is. Somehow it's doing something for you. If it's a choice, if it's a structure, then it's somehow taking something away from you. What I mean by that is if it's a way that you're working and it's, within a larger structure and you're just following rules and you don't like it, what is it taking away? What don't you like about it? And then flip it to the possibilities. What would be possible if you didn't work this way? If it's a pattern, something that you've been choosing, something that you just behaviorally or mentally have been reenacting over and over again, where is the value? Why am I doing this? And this is often a bigger question, and we don't have to dive all the way into it in this video. But I know that when you feel stuck, sometimes it's just hands up, I'm stuck. And I want to show you that there's a little bit of gold in the soil. So think about it. And that's a question to explore. That's a question to journal. But what is this giving me? Because if I'm choosing it again and again, I'm choosing it for a reason. Maybe because I think it'll keep me safe. Maybe because I think it'll be easier to absorb for the people around me. So it's just something to notice, something to be open to when those thoughts come up. What is this giving me? But going back to the gold, why don't I like this? And if this isn't working, if this isn't what I want, what do I want? and then flip it. Flip it to every level of possibilities that you can. I like to make that one thing that I don't like in the middle. And then all the way around it, I draw or I write out different possibilities. Some are really elaborate, some likely aren't going to be the ones that I pursue, but I like to show myself how many options that I have. Because when you say no, I don't like this, no, it's period, right? It feels like a shutdown. And because it feels like a bit of a shutdown, like a closed fist, then we don't always realize all the other things that are possible at the same time. So I really want to support you in leaning into the possibilities, or at least seeing them, because by that alone, you're releasing some of the control that the no has. And when you flip it, what's the opposite of that no? What are all the things that are possible? How do you want this to feel? How would you like this to work? Now you're in the realm of possibilities. Now you're in your creative force. Now you're taking that responsibility in the design that you're acting into or that you're creating around you. And now the door is open. So by finding out what you don't like, by just acknowledging it, by exploring it a little bit, by being open to see the possibilities around it, you now have a list of ways that you do want to work, that you do want to act into, that you do want to feel. And simply by showing yourself, like acknowledging what's the no, and by showing yourself all the yeses, now you're surrounding that one bit of negative closure because it just wasn't for you with things that feel nourishing, with things that you want to open to. I'm picturing a flower budding. It's like, okay, no, I don't want to be in the flood. But yeah, you know what? The sunlight would be really nice if you can send a few bees my way, if you can water the soil a little bit, right? You're just going around with all the possibilities. You slowly start to see, I can open here. I can grow here. I can bloom here. Whenever you see that no, start to think, what would be more nourishing? What would be more nourishing for me and my goal? Where would be a space that I can grow? Because even by asking yourself these questions, you're setting yourself up for success. You truly are. You are leaning into the way that you want to create around yourself, that you want to be in these environments. And by giving your attention to all of these possibilities, all of these yeses, all of this nourishment that you are looking for, you're opening yourself up to receive them. You're putting yourself in a position to create them. You're going to be noticing them more and more as they're in your life. Oh, actually, that's something that I'd like to claim. That's for me. Thank you. I will accept. You can lean into it in a much more powerful way because you're thinking about what you are giving yourself instead of what is being taken away. And so I hope this helps. I know we just did a lot. And so feel free to leave a comment or send me a message if you want to go a little bit deeper or apply it to just your specific situation, because there are so many possibilities around all of the things that feel absolute. And I want to help you go from the stuck, the unclear, the no's, the clenched, to the places where you can see these possibilities and you're creating them and you're leading from them. Because all the negative feelings, all of the negative feelings that are attached with you not being where you want to be, are somehow sticks motivating you to get there, showing you that you want to be there, but you're seeing the no's instead of the possibilities. So, like I said, leave a comment. We can talk about this. But I hope this helps, because you knowing your no's is a gift. It really is. It helps you really explore those yeses.